Hello everybody. Well, I'm going to stop for a minute to tell a story. I'm hiking along an abandoned trail, I'm pretty sure now. And I just did something that I don't like. And I went a little over the edge in terms of my limits. I have limits when I'm hiking. This video is going on the LylesBrother channel, but nevertheless I'm going to talk about what I do with Softy Papa. As I'm hiking and exploring the mountains alone, especially alone, I'm very careful to avoid risk that may suddenly leave me dead or severely injured. And I'll tell you a little story now that's basically one of the reasons that I'm so careful, and why I'm a little upset at myself right now. Years and years ago, I was a caretaker of a beach in California called Moonstone Beach in Trinidad, up on the north coast in Humboldt County near Arcata. There was a man that owned this place called Moonstone Beach. He owned the access to the beach and had a little structure down at the beach and a parking lot. And it's a story for another video how I wound up becoming the caretaker of that beach for several years. I lived on the beach, had a little Frito-Lay potato chip truck that I lived in. And I would wake up every morning and be greeted with one of the most beautiful ocean strand vistas that you could possibly imagine. Anyway, one day, okay, on the beach there, around the corner on one side, there's a large rock. And I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember what the rock's name was, but it was popular with climbers who would come there and secure lines to the top, run the ropes down, and then climb up to the rock, and then climb back down and do it all over again. Take turns. Very, very popular. I did it once. I'm not into climbing. I don't like heights. And I did it once. It was really fun, but it did scare me. Anyway, I took walks often in the morning, especially in the mornings on Moonstone Beach. And one day, I went for a walk around the edge there, and a very short walk. Just going to be a 5-minute walk, just to walk around to the edge to the big cliff face and then come back. And as I passed that rock, was it called Karen Rock? Maybe Karen Rock. As I passed that rock, I noticed a lone climber, a free climber. There was a man dressed in just shorts. He didn't have any shirt on. And what the hell? What the hell is that? Boy, whatever you are, I'm here too. Sorry for that. I just saw right over there a big, not huge, big as a dog, a medium-sized dog, figure, ran over, looked at me through the bamboo, and then darted off again. Probably a tanuki. Anyway, curious. Let me ring my bear bell a little bit. Ring, ring, ring. I'm here. If you want to be on YouTube, come on down. There's room for 2. Don't eat me. Okay. I shouldn't be making light. This is a really serious story with a sad ending. Okay, let me get back on target. That was the closest thing. If anyone's ever to ask me, have I ever seen anything like a spirit or a spook or a ghost in the woods? That I just saw, I would have to say was the closest thing to it. It moved with a rapid pace and a fleeting nature. It was almost like an animated creature. It kind of darted around. I saw it moving like this, stopped for a moment, looked at me through the trees, and darted off again. I'm generally a little bit wigged out by that. Okay, just an animal. Anyway, so I went for a walk around the rock, okay? And as I went, I saw this one man, my age. Humboldt County is or Arcata is a university town, Humboldt State University, where I was a student at the time. And it was frequent that I saw students out there. And as I went around, I saw this one man climbing. He was low on the rock. The rock was about maybe 15 meters high. And so, he was clambering down near the bottom. And my dad always used to tell me, don't ever swim out any farther than you can swim back. And that applies to climbing. Don't climb any farther than you're willing to fall. And he seemed pretty low down. I didn't even think much about it. And I walked out to the edge, turned around, and I came walking back. And he was gone. I mean, I was gone. In the time it took me to go to that edge and come back couldn't have been more than 3 minutes, and he was gone. And I knew that he couldn't climb to the top. He wouldn't know, that was too dangerous to do that, and free climbing. And these people didn't do that too much back then. This was years ago. And he wasn't anywhere in the beach. He couldn't have gotten away. His bag was, I could see his bag there on the ground. He was around, so I was like, where did this guy go? What's he doing? So I started walking over there to see him, and then suddenly I saw him. He was laying on his back on the bottom, and he was on top of some rocks, not moving at all. And I ran over to him, and his entire body was discolored. And remember, he didn't have any shirt on or anything like that. His entire body was discolored, and there was a very strange appearance to the way he had landed. He had landed square on several big rocks. He had fallen, I don't know how far he had fallen, straight back, landed on his back on these rocks, and was out. I tried to revive him, and I couldn't. He wasn't breathing and wasn't responding, and I knew I needed some help real quick. I was willing to do CPR. I knew I needed some help. There was no way to do it. The beach house, my house, the place that I lived, was right around the corner. I ran over to the got on the phone, 911. Send an ambulance to Moonstone Beach House out at, I think I knew the rock's name at the time, out at Karen Rock. There's a fall victim out there. And I ran back to the guy, and the response was really fast. They must have just sent the guys up from Trinidad. I mean, almost by the time I was coming back, I could hear the sirens, and I got back to him. And he wasn't moving or responding at all. I tried to revive him. I tried to begin to do some CPR on him, and just then the trucks arrived, and I didn't know if they would know where I was. So I could hear them coming down the thing. So I ran back. I didn't get to try to help him very much because I was trying to get the emergency guys. So I ran back to the van, grabbed the guys, raced with them over there, and then they took over. And they told me that he had died instantly. That he had later I learned that he had severed his spine in several places and collapsed the lung and several other things. He had basically broken his body on those rocks, and he didn't need to fall very far to do that. So I was very upset by that, especially because I even though I didn't know this man directly, I knew his girlfriend at the college, and it was very difficult to talk to her, and because I was the one that found him. So the moral to that story that I've taken away ever since is and the man, he was in good shape physically, just a perfect fitness, and just he was at the prime of his life to be taken like that. And not taken isn't the right word, taken to go like that, because he took a risk. He took the same risk that we take whenever we don't pay attention on the road to adjust the volume or try to get a CD. He took the same risk when we choose not to maintain the batteries in our smoke detectors, or to go places such as I once did in a dangerous city, and go to dangerous places and end up getting a gun pointed at you, as I did, and my wallet stolen, and a place I knew I shouldn't be in the first place. These kind of things. So I try not to do those things now when I'm hiking. I try to avoid hiking above cliff faces where a simple slip would have me over the edge. I try to avoid moving at a pace that might cause me to trip up and break a leg and leave me stranded somewhere. Does it mean that I'm without hazards at all? No, I'm all alone in the woods where no one knows where the heck I am. If something happened to me right now, no one has any idea where I am. Maybe they'd find my car way down there, but they wouldn't know where I am. Am I a fool? Yeah, I'm a fool. That's true. So I allow some degree of folly in my life, and you guys can call me a bigger fool if you want, because I'm a father as well. But yet it's the life that I'm living. What the? Thought something was moving. That thing got me spooked. That was really spooky. I'm gonna turn the camera off and go have a look and take what you want from this guy's scary story, but be careful. It can go in a second. All right. Have a great day. And just in case you're curious, I'll show you the place where I saw that thingy down there. It was down in there, moving amidst all those bamboo, moving all about. Very interesting. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Have a great day.